Going on YouTube, Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Cardano, as well as the S&P 500. Very annoyed. I actually made a video I recorded about an hour ago, and as I was editing it, the file got corrupted and I lost it. But it was basically me warning you guys of potentially seeing a reversal within pretty much these major cryptocurrencies, as Ethereum was pretty much showing signs of retesting its top resistance level in its biggest setting fractal, usually seeing signs of A, overbought, and B, retesting this level and closing the 4-hour candle below it was signifying potential reversal to the downside. And obviously, as I am recording and editing the video, it gets lost, and now I start to see the markets heading lower. So it would have been nice to have that video to post for you guys. Unfortunately, I don't, so now I have to record this one. But I do want to talk about where we could potentially seeing these cryptocurrencies move to. I'm not too worried if you guys are able to make some profit or some small profit off the XRP run to the upside here, then congratulations. If you're still in the market, which I am currently, I'm not too worried. We do have stop losses set in case we decide to reverse lower, but this is just a small reversal to the downside here. We're currently trading at about 54 on the RSI, so we're not that bad or in a bad place for XRP. Ethereum is a little bit overbought, as well as some of these other cryptocurrencies, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit. Otherwise, guys, definitely make sure to partake in our free crypto coin display giveaway. All you have to do is comment your favorite crypto down below, as well as comment subscribed, as I will be checking, and if you're not in it, you will not win. If you don't comment subscribed and you're not subscribed, you will not win. All right, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to Psychedelic Camels for sponsoring today's video. Guys, they are dropping an NFT where you can mint it in about 2 days. Very exciting. Definitely make sure to check them out. They might be the next crypto punk. They're doing a lot of marketing and they have a lot of publicity and a big following around this, so it might be your chance to cop them at 0.5 Solana before they surge in the secondary markets. So if you like NFTs, stick around to the end of today's video or check out the links in the description if you can't wait. Otherwise, definitely make sure to turn on post notifications, smash the like button, and let's jump into today's episode. So when I was recording this video literally an hour ago, the market overall was actually at like $2.53 trillion. And most of these cryptocurrencies like XRP and so on and so forth were up about 5 to 7%, pretty much everything. They're still up today, but they are starting to go a little bit lower. And we could probably anticipate a little more correction to the downside here in the near future. I'm also very excited. I wanted to make an announcement. I am receiving a package, hopefully today, for one of my miners that I ordered. So I'm very excited. If you guys want to learn a little bit more about this, how to make passive income, how to save money on taxes, so on and so forth, I will be explaining that plan hopefully this weekend, if not next week sometime. It's going to be a really cool video. I am going to explain the different types of, or the specific miner that I bought, as well as maybe next month the new miner that I will be getting. I'll probably get two, but very excited for that. If you're interested in learning other ways to make money, stay tuned for that. I just wanted to update you guys. So now to dive into today's video, obviously we have to talk about XRP and the movements that we're starting to see here. So ideally, I would like to start with Ethereum and then wrap everything together here. So with Ethereum, just yesterday, we actually saw prices pump higher. We've discussed since the beginning on the 14th that the perfect buying opportunity would be for the 4-hour candle to close above this resistance level for us to buy in and leverage to the upside here. So if you had listened and if you had bought in like I did, I ideally would have bought in right here. Now, obviously, I'm no financial advisor. I was just saying when I buy in specifically, this is what I am doing. I'm not telling you to do so. Just want to clarify that. But ideally, I bought in right around here when we closed the 4-hour candle. And since then, we've seen pretty much just an upward trajectory movement, wrapping itself into that. So it's been pumping all the way to this upside here. We're now currently retesting the resistance. This was the target level. If we had broken through, 3650, this would have been that target level where we take profits. So it's up to you whether or not you would like to do that, as this could reference a big correction to the downside here. That's what the warning was for the video that I had made earlier today. So if you had taken your profits, good, but this is pretty much the zone that we start to take profits. We've got in from 3,700 and we sell it at about 4 grand, 39.50. So if you haven't taken profits, might be something to consider. We may pump higher. There's a big chance, but I want to talk about where I would be buying back in again if we see this happen. So ideally, you can see here from the start how the 4-hour charts on Ethereum usually retest this and correct lower. It retests, it corrects lower. Only one time did we actually close the 4-hour above this resistance and start to scale back up. Only one time, but every other time we come close, we retest it, we fall, we retest, we fall lower, retesting it again, we close below, and we fall lower. So it's been a consistent pattern here. So the fact that we've rallied all the way up about, I believe, 16% was enough for me to say, okay, we're probably going to reject lower. It's, yeah, a 16% run to the upside here, basically going to cause what could be a reversal downwards, which we're probably going to see now. Ideally, the problem is we were retesting this. We're overbought on the 4-hour. We're probably overbought on the daily as well, which we are retesting currently. We're starting to recede lower. It's up to you whether or not you want to take profits, but ideally what I would be waiting for is we made our money from here all the way up. We've made our profits. Now what I'm looking for is if we can see this close above here. Let's say we close at $4,000 on Ethereum. That would be like, okay, we closed in a 4-hour, time to buy back in. We've already taken our profits. Now we're going to open up a new trade. We'll buy back in and leverage this to the upside here. Ideally, I'd rather wait like a day, or sorry, maybe 4 to 8 hours to see how we close. If we close below here, there's a chance we could recede back down to retest 36.40, if not all the way down to retest the moving average here, as well as the bottom support at 35.70. There's a big chance this could now start to dip lower, as we have seen it in the past on numerous occasions when we retest that top resistance level. It is a big possibility it could see something like this. A very big possibility. That's why I've taken profits out on Ethereum, and we'll see what exactly happens, whether or not we break through here on the 4-hour and start to head up, or vice versa. Now, how does this affect XRP? So with XRP, we had this uptrend here since the start. It has been creating higher low formations continuously. And ideally, this was a good level. Now, we have a stop loss set. It's pretty low. We've had it, closer to $1.05. We've slowly moved it up to like $1.09 since we've been slowly heading up higher. We're looking okay, much better than the other cryptos, trading at 54 in the RSI here. And you can see we've pretty much at this point confirmed that we're closing above $1.13. So the next target would be closer to about $1.22 before we sell off and readjust our positions, or at least move that stop loss up. So yes, we're seeing big fluctuations. It was very exciting to see the run this morning up to about $1.18, and now we're obviously correcting lower, going to retest $1.13 here again. But since then, if you took profits on this, congrats on doing so. You would be currently out of a trade. But ideally right now, we do have a stop loss set pretty low, and we're now waiting to see what exactly happens. I just think it's going to continue to follow this up. That's my ideal plan. You can see it's been doing this here. There's never been a sharp run until this. But ideally, for the most part, it's been on this higher low uptrend that I think is going to consolidate and eventually, but so forth, retest $1.22 in the near future. That's my ideal scenario. I got to remove these. I was trying to reverse it, and it's not. So ideally, that's where I expect XRP to move to. I'm still in a trade. I still strongly believe that the uptrend is going to happen. A lot of people are cautious right now, but for me personally, yes, we retested resistance. We're correcting lower. I believe it's influenced by these other cryptos. Ethereum hitting its top resistance, and Bitcoin hitting a resistance level right here, showing a reversal. So it's very possible we could reverse up through here, which would pretty much just trigger me to buy back in. But for right now, I am anticipating correction. A small one, very small correction. It might just be consolidation at that. We could consolidate then and then break through. Very big possibility, but just to play it on the conservative side, we have taken profits. XRP, I'm still in it, as I still believe there's a chance we could head up higher. Obviously, if we hit our stop losses, so on and so forth, we'll figure that out. But I do believe this is going to continue its uptrend. You can even see on the daily here, not the weekly, the daily, we're still in this uptrend here. You can still see lots of uncertainty, but ideally reversals to the upside here. So that's where I think we're going to carry suit. I think it's going to carry ourselves back to the upside here. About to see a bullish cross too, which is pretty exciting on the moving average. But that's where my head's at in regards to where I could be seeing XRP move to. So to jump onto Bitcoin right now, is there a resistance at the top here? That's the first thing I want to do. Clearly there is some problems here. If I zoom back to see where exactly we're looking at on the 4-hour, I feel like the resistance is more like up here at like 62.30, not necessarily where it's currently trading. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit here. This is a problem zone. Supports and resistances. This is better than where we currently were. But where the price is trading, we're at an interesting level here. We are starting to reverse downwards. We are overbought on the 4-hour. We're most definitely overbought on the daily here. Yes, overbought as well. But we've traded in overbought, and we've pumped very high currently being overbought. Now, there's a few things that can happen, and it's going to be like polar opposites here. I do believe we do need to consolidate. Ideally, we are extremely overbought at this point, or we're just entering overbought. But we do need some consolidation. Consolidation is always going to help in the small reversal, but we have broken outside of our uptrend here. You can see we tend to be overbought when we break out of our, sideways channel here. We consolidate maybe a little bit, but we break out and we break pretty darn high. So ideally, I'm still anticipating maybe a run back to the upside here. So I can extend this to help us, the top of this uptrend or the support. But I have given my idea as to how high we can move to about $65,000. That's my ideal target for Bitcoin's price here. We are breaking out of our ascending fractal or our rising wedge, and I do believe we have targets set a little bit higher. So the consolidation right now it's small, it's minor, but I do think we are going to be retesting all-time highs and breaking through very soon. So even if we see a small short-term reversal, I think it's only going to be a matter of time before we pump higher, and I think it's going to carry on with Ethereum and carry on with XRP. So yes, we are seeing small consolidation levels within these cryptos, but it's only temporary. It's only temporary. I'm still in trades. Obviously, I do that on BitYard. You can leverage trade it here. Links in the description. Cardano looks okay. We're going to have to talk about this more in another day, but we're literally consolidating right now. We're consolidating outside of this major downtrend. Ideally, the next buying opportunity for me would not necessarily be this. I'm still a little cautious. I want to play a conservative, but if we can break through this resistance at about $2.30, we close at like $2.40, that would be enough for me to say, okay, we're pumping higher. But I don't want to buy in here because there's a chance we could still consolidate lower. So this resistance is what needs to be broken, and you can clearly see how much of a resistance that's been. S&P 500 looks good, heading up higher, so that's good. Otherwise, I do want to talk about Psychedelic Camels. I want to give a huge shout out to Psychedelic Camels for sponsoring today's episode. As with all NFT projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. Now guys, Psychedelic Camels is a series of 10,000 images tokenized as NFTs on the Solana blockchain. And guys, an NFT is effectively a deed of ownership to a digital item, and in this case, holding a Psychedelic Camel NFT means that you are the sole owner of a one-of-a-kind pixel avatar. So, the minting date is October 18th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and their goal is to make their first drop as psychedelic as possible so they can have freedom to develop more of the camel cosmos. They are still working on a number of rarity criteria as well as a lot of new lore concepts. Now, the project is planning on contributing tools back to the community, and they are planning on partnering up with other successful NFT projects down the road to add basically additional features, giveaways, etc. And Psychedelic Camels pretty hyped about this drop too, as they expect the NFT to sell for 5 to 10 times the mint price on the secondary markets. So obviously this is a great opportunity for secondary markets, as smaller players are able to invest and trade at only 0.5 Solana and potentially sell for much more down the road. Keep in mind guys, the team behind the Psychedelic Camel also clearly has a very deep-rooted connection in the industry. The team has big things planned for the project, and perhaps most importantly, the team is finalizing partnerships with some of the biggest crypto influencers and brands in the space, and is going to make the NFTs absolutely explode. For those already into NFTs, you should know that Solana NFTs are valuable in general with low gas fees, and the fact that Solana is poised to be the next Ethereum. As you can see on the website, you need a Phantom wallet and then transfer Solana to the Phantom wallet, connect to the website, and mint, and so on and so forth. It's that easy. So guys, if you are into NFTs and you want to catch potentially the next drop, the next potential crypto punk of NFTs, check out Psychedelic Camels down in the description below. Otherwise, I want to show you really quickly a walkthrough of the Psychedelic Camels website so you guys can see for yourself how well built this project is. So here's their website, guys. There's a few days left in the countdown until their launch. They're really anticipating this to be pretty big. You'll probably actually see this on all the other YouTubers that are posting this. This seems to be a fairly large project of scale and size, so we'll see how actually this does on the secondary markets for these camels here. They also have their roadmap really quickly that I just wanted to outline for you guys. Basically 5 steps: launch roadmap, psychedelic part, and then the future of Psychedelic Camels. And then they have their team and frequently asked questions, but that's pretty much it. Otherwise, you literally just have to select wallet. That's how you'll be able to buy these. But yeah. Also, guys, if you want to keep up to date with the project itself, they do have a Twitter, which I'll pull up really quickly here. Over 15,000 followers. I mean, if you think about this just by itself here, 15,000 followers, 10,000 Psychedelic Camels. Even if they all don't get sold out, there's going to be quite a lot of hype around this. And you can even see with their posts, there are tons of engagement on here. So this is going to be quite the interesting project that launches. You can also see too that they do have a Discord. I just wanted to pull up here. So if you wanted to join their Discord by clicking this, they have over 7,000 members and 3,600 actively online. So this is going to be a pretty big drop. Otherwise, guys, definitely make sure to turn on post notifications, subscribe, smash the like button, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.